So imagine this situation. You're sitting with someone and you're chatting, just saying, talking about your day, talking about your work. And suddenly, this person makes a small remark or a tiny comment towards you. And this tiny comment erupts into an avalanche of emotion, of anger, of resentment inside of you. For the next days, you spend most of the day thinking about that person. Why did they say what they have said? What were their reasons? What are their motives? Are you truly like the way that they have said? Did they observe you? Do they know you? What do they hope to gain by saying this to you? Do other people see you the same way? And then you go down the road of telling other people as well about this. You tell your friends about what that person has said, how that made you feel. And you just can't understand why this whole avalanche, whole volcano of emotion has erupted inside of you. And the reason for this is that some people are so unconscious that their thoughts have been soaked with unconsciousness. Every day of their life, they've been passing judgment. They've been attacking people in their heads. They've been holding resentment, calling people names behind their back. So they are so unconscious that there's so much thinking energy in their thoughts. And even small words that they say could carry a lot of poison, a lot of unconsciousness, because this is how they feel inside. It's like dealing with someone with a lot of anger. The moment you touch them, they might hit you or attack you. Other people are so soaked in their thoughts that their thoughts just carry so much unconsciousness. There are poor souls who have lost most of their consciousness and spend most of their days judging and criticizing and attacking and labeling others. That's why their thoughts are soaked with unconsciousness. And when someone says that to you, you spend the next few days looking after why they have said that, trying to find the reasons for their words, telling your friends, and your thoughts just keep bubbling around the topic. So here today, I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with this consciously. So before we start, I wanted to share with you a great story that I read. This story was written by Stephen R. Covey. He wrote it in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it talks about one of his friends who was wise. They were playing in the field, and suddenly a snake was in the field. And his friend didn't notice the snake. He was playing around the snake, and suddenly the snake bit him in his hand. So there he had his wise friend who was bit in his hand with the snake. Now the other kids, they wanted to chase the snake and kill it. But this kid, because he was wise and he was more conscious, we can say, he said, forget the snake, let's just make sure we get this poison out of me. So he started sucking on the wound, and then he ran also to the doctor. So instead of running after the snake, he was running to the doctor and sucking the poison out of his blood. And luckily for him, he survived. But would he have survived had he run after the snake? The same situation is happening when someone says this tiny, small remark to you. You feel that this person has poisoned you, that this person has stuck a needle in your heart, and you want revenge. You want to understand why they did that. You want to talk to them. You want to go after them. But the best thing to do is not to go after them, but to sit back and heal the emotions. In consciousness, we say, this is the perfect moment for you to become more conscious. So whenever you feel hurt, this is the perfect moment to direct all your attention, all your consciousness towards your hurt feelings. Observe them. Give them everything you have. Now, when you observe your feelings, because sometimes there will be there's a lot of pain inside of them because this is a lot of pain that you have just soaked a lot of poison, you will find yourself thinking about this again, internally discussing the feel. Why did he say that? What is he hoping to gain out of saying that, etc., etc. Don't pay attention to the thoughts. Directly move your attention back to the feeling. So try to avoid thinking about the pain. Put your attention in feeling the pain. So feel the pain as much as possible. Give your fullest attention to it. It may take you a day or two. After a while, the pain will become transmuted. And when we say transmuted, we mean that you have taken the unconsciousness and you have dissolved it with your conscious light. And what will happen when unconsciousness dissolves? It will become more light of consciousness. So this means that this is a perfect opportunity for you to become more conscious, more present, more yourself. And the good news is that once you deal with unconsciousness this way, you will be helping not only yourself, but also the other person who has hurt you. In this way, consciousness says you are only responsible for yourself. And in being responsible for yourself, you are responsible for the entire world. So remember this, whenever you have hurt feelings, whenever you feel bad, you're hurt, you have pain inside, this is the perfect moment to observe and become more conscious. Peace, and I'll see you in the next one.